So I've had my Redcat Gen 7 for 2 days or so. Gotten a couple runs at it. Got it rather dirty just a few minutes ago. And the back shock came off the frame. So while I was putting it back on, I decided that I would go ahead and raise the shocks. As you can see, my desk is not level, but you can see the right side of the truck is sitting up quite a bit higher now than the left side. And what I did is at the top of the shocks there, I moved that down one hole on all the other sides. Have not done the passenger side front right yet. As you can see, I've moved that one down so that it is in the lower holes there. And I'm hoping that's going to gain a little bit of clearance so that I don't get that inner fender rub, which probably is not happening on the Sport as much, because I think most of the rub is coming on the hard fender there. So I have now got what 5 7/8 clearance on that side, whereas I had 5 1/2. So I've gained over a quarter inch, a little bit more than a quarter inch of height. So hopefully I don't get that body rub right there. I guess it is rubbing a little bit more on the body than the fender. Sometimes I get the fender rub, sometimes I get a little bit of that, but that little fender piece right there seems to catch a lot. So I'm going to raise that up on all of it, and hopefully it doesn't make it too much top heavy and just gives me more clearance from the fender so I can get away from that. I've been super happy with my Redcat Gen 7 Pro. This tire I had to take the bead lock off, and as soon as I loosened it all up, the tire went back into the lock, tied it back down, and it has been fine ever since. Not had any other problems. Like I said, I did have that screw for that shock decided to come out, and right as it started to rain, so I had to kind of pick it up in pieces and then run back in the house because I had my remote out, which, as most of you know, the remotes are not waterproof, but the truck is. Already started some stickers on it. Got me a little Bonnaroo sticker on both fender flares on the rear. Got some more stickers I'm going to put on it eventually. Keeping it mostly stock for now. Like I said, I'm going to raise the shocks up, technically lower them on the frame to do a whole frame lift, basically, frame and body lift. Hopefully to get a little bit more clearance in those fender wells. And we will see how that works. If anybody else has some good suggestions on how to get rid of that fender rub without moving the front axle back. That was my original thought. The rear isn't quite centered, so you can't really move the body forward to get that from not hitting. If you move the body forward, then you're going to get it hitting back here more. So the only other option I see is to move the front axle back a little bit. I'm measuring right at like 10 1/2 inches. I know they say it's adjustable from 10.3 to 10.5 inches. I have not figured out without replacing the links, shorter links, or drilling holes in the frame to move these links back, which, since the frame is powder coated, I'm not real keen on drilling more holes at this point. So I'm hoping that just raising the shocks up will resolve that issue. Alright, hopefully this will help some other folks out there. Y'all have got some better suggestions, and we'll keep on driving these Redcats and see how it goes.